Discord is actually sick today, so we have no Ord today.
No, but you know what we have?
A tired Dominion.
I was going to say.
Nintendo news.
I was going to
Oh,
say
really?
gripes about Nintendo.
We got Nintendo news now.
No, I'm not. I don't want to talk about Nintendo.
Yeah. So this could be a laid back stream or something. Okay. Hold on. I want to share something. I just came across this lady's video. Let me get to it. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Quick. What you guys do today or this week? Blah 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 blah.
Nothing. I don't know. All last week I was dealing with annoying customers.
Yeah.
In other news, we have that Nintendo sucks ass.
That's regular news.
Back to you, T-Jard.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I am kind of. Everybody's kind of dogpiling Nintendo right now, which is good. A lot of people are talking about Nintendo.
Yeah, I respect like the old Nintendo games and what Nintendo did back in the day, but now the way they're acting now, they just ugh.
Well, it's just like everything else. They're not exactly the same company that they used to be. Every video game company gets new people in, and then their priorities change.
We should nuke them like we did in Japan, and then they'd turn around and be different. They'd worship us better now. You're getting a little too big-headed. We need to knock them down a peg.
Whatever.
Anyway, so you found that video yet?
Yeah, I have. Okay, it's not the video itself because this dessert looks really delicious.
Skippy?
My favorite Amish dessert. Start with a fourth a cup peanut butter, 2 cups powdered sugar, and use a fork to make crumbs. Once you got your crumbs, put them in a pre-baked pie crust. Now you're going to get another fourth a cup peanut butter, a small cheesecake jello instant pudding mix, and 3 cups milk. Combine. Add in 4 ounces of Cool Whip. Fold gently. Place that on top of those crumbs. Smooth the edges. Add the rest of the crumbs on top. Refrigerate for 4 hours. Cut yourself a slice. Take a bite and enjoy. So easy and so good. You gotta try it.
Okay.
Is that a woman?
Yes. But my thing is...
And also, did she just say like cool whip?
Cool Whip.
Yeah, she said creams and cool whip.
Does she not know how to pronounce cool whip?
Cool Whip and cruise.
I'm still trying to figure, why am I still calling her a she? It looked like a he.
Well, it was just... But I was like, when I came across the video, I was like, wait a sec, did she just say crooms? Crooms? Cool whip.
Cool.
Yeah, I bet you she's doing that on purpose to get traction.
Cool whip. Hip. She says hip.
Cool whip.
She's so hip. Like Vanilla Ice.
Nah, that's what I was thinking.
Ice, baby.
That's what I was thinking too. You know, that she was just doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of think that. I don't know. Maybe. Every once in a while, you get those people that just, they'll make a video and I noticed it's becoming more popular to get something wrong. So you'll get a whole bunch of interaction by people being like, actually.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have that problem if they didn't get it wrong.
That's right. Actually, that's good for
Stop
them.
fishing for compliments.
I had an actually debate this week, kind of.
Really?
Yeah, I was talking to somebody and we were debating over uh, Dragon Age Veilguard and about how, I think they alienated a lot of their fan base by making by catering to the LGBT community, or specifically the trans community. And they were like, well, they're marginalized, so blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, um, there's a bigger population of people that commit incest. They're a marginalized community that's not. Do you want that in your video games? And they were like, what? No, that can't be right. I was like, yeah, that's completely right. And he was like, is it all in Alabama? I was like, no, it's illegal in Alabama. It's all in New York. It's like, well, why don't you say that online? I'm like, I'm not going to go to comments and go, actually, did you know most of the incest per capita is actually in New York State and California and not in the South? People would be like, shut up, nerd. Get out of my Sweet Home Alabama meme.
Sweet home Alabama.
I'm not about to do that. That would.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some news stuff.
News. Warning: Nintendo Switch 2 batteries might explode on you.
Yeah,
Really?
you were talking about that the other day. That's surprising that they would ship like that. Yeah, especially after the cell phone disaster with people having cell phones explode in their pockets. You'd think that problem would have been fixed by now.
Yeah.
I hope it happens to people and blow somebody's hand off or something so that they'll sue them.
They'd win the lawsuit. Nintendo would.
They probably would.
You knew what you was getting when you bought it. It says it on the box.
May cause explosion.
This may explode in your hands. Not our problem if you lose fingers.
You can't sue us if we blow off your hand. It's in the it's
It's in the terms of service.
Which I really hope that does go to court in America because it'll never hold up. If it did, if terms of service would hold up, then Planet Fitness would have had like won 1,000 lawsuits. Because whenever you sign up to their terms of service, you agree to never go to another gym ever again, and you have to like be a member in the afterlife and your whole life and into the afterlife and all kinds of crazy stuff.
You gotta be kidding me. What?
Yeah, that was like a long time ago. People started looking at the Planet Fitness terms of service and they were like, is this a joke? And they were like, you could never sue us under any reason whatsoever.
It does say Planet Fitness, so you're supposed to live there.
Yeah. And they're like, you can never change gym memberships ever. And it, terms of service as a legal document is just It's not even worth toilet paper in a lot of courts.
They're just acting like the military. You signed it away. You're
Yeah.
ours now, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm being a little vulgar tonight.
You are. I can tell.
I'm just hot and tired.
Yep. It is. It is a hot day today.
Yeah. I hear the rain coming in too, so we're gonna get some lightning soon.
Yay.
That'll cool everything off.
Yeah, I'd rather be scared than hot.
Please rain and thunder and lightning. Cool off the roof.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna run outside and just enjoy it. Risk getting lightning struck just to cool off.
Better watch out.
Yeah.
Actually, did you know that more people get struck by lightning in the United States than shot by police? So you better watch out. If police are dangerous, so is lightning.
Mhm.
No. It's crazy. Lightning is crazy. My coworker, her dad has.
It's lightning. It's supposed to be crazy.
Yeah, but my coworker, her dad has cows,
Mm.
and
Oh,
the last lightning storm that came through actually killed 3 cows and 2 calves.
They just wanted to get out of the pen.
Yeah.
They saw where the lightning was going to strike, and they're like, we're going to just stand right here.
But it
I'm
was
tired of being in this field.
it was crazy.
Yeah, that happens every once in a while. Whenever I was a kid, a farmer lost almost his entire herd because they all gathered around the solitary tree that was in his
Oh, yeah,
field.
I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, just struck the tree and killed
It
the
killed
entire.
all the yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that
Wait,
would
it killed all
suck.
of them? All
Just
of
about.
them?
Yes, just about all of them.
Gosh.
There's like 30 cows.
Could you imagine the farmer walking out there and there's like 30 cow bodies just
Yeah.
wiping down under the tree?
Our last bull got struck by lightning.
I think I remember you saying that.
The only way we knew for sure is that his hooves were halfway across. Popped his hooves off. I'm like, dang.
No. That poor baby.
His hooves hit the other cows.
Yeah.
Brrr.
That bull had papers too. I was upset.
He was legal,
He was
Yeah.
a legal cow.
unlike other people.
Bum, bum, bum.
Ice, baby.
Man, I can't believe that the ICE protests in California hit as much as they did. I mean, it's not a lot of people, but they're willing to burn stuff down. So,
Yeah.
That's stupid.
mm,
We don't like what you're doing, but we're going to burn people's stuff down and steal people's
Yeah.
stuff.
you.
That's
you-
how you protest, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
You do a lot of things when you're paid.
yeah,
They were
prob-
paid.
Yeah, they probably were.
Because I don't know anybody that has that amount of time to sit out there and do that.
I don't have the willpower to do it.
I don't even think I could have done it if somebody paid me. They'd have to pay me ungodly amount to even make my way that way. Just to visit the state of California, they'd have to pay me an ungodly amount.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Because I hear some areas in California is really nice.
Oh, I got into an argument about bananas in California.
Okay.
I got in an argument online because people were like, "You can't make bananas in America. There's nowhere to make bananas in America. You can't do it. It's impossible." Because right now everybody's upset because of the tariffs. We might experience a price hike in bananas of a nickel.
Wow.
So yeah, nickel per banana. Ooh, price of food has went up 200% almost in the last 6 years, but no, a nickel per banana. Oh, but not that's there.
Hey, a nickel per banana is the breaking point, okay?
Yeah.
People like to eat bananas the long
Nobody
way.
gave a shit about food inflation, and whenever Joe Biden was in office, as soon as Trump gets in office, they're measuring the pennies. They're like, "Oh, it's going to be a nickel, it's going to be a dime, it's going to be a penny, 3 cents." No, but then, no, it upset me because they were like, "Oh, you can't grow them," and I was like, "You can grow bananas in Florida. You can grow bananas in California. That you have the climates for it. Not only that, we own Midway, we own Guam, we own American Samoa, we own freaking Hawaii. All those
Yeah.
places can grow banana unassisted. They already do grow banana in American Samoa and Guam, and we own Puerto Rico. It's like, what is the problem here? Why?
Huh.
I don't know.
It's education is the problem.
Yeah, I just don't. It like blew my mind that everybody's like, we can't grow bananas in upstate New York, therefore can't grow bananas.
That sounds like a New Yorker.
Yeah,
What?
Also sounds like my other favorite word that starts with an R.
Don't say it.
what's the word?
Please
I don't
don't
understand.
say
Rhetorical.
Rhetorical.
it.
Okay.
Rhetorical.
Dragon Ball abridged little comment.
What was it? I lost my train of thought. That's really easy for me to do lately.
Pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon.
I'm all out of pocket bacon.
Muffin button.
Muffin button.
But
Do you remember whenever the Dragon Ball Z actor was asked to say mutton buffin, then he got really upset.
oh,
The
Sean.
voice actor, yeah, I think is that
Sean
his name?
Schimble.
Sean Schimmel.
Yeah,
He gets butthurt over a lot of stuff.
yeah, that goes to show you, like, you really, um,
Unlike the awesome Vic Mignogna, that
Yeah.
dude just like stuff rolls off his shoulder.
Mhm. Yeah.
That
But
is the ultimate voice actor.
it was in everything.
has he done anything since he got all that trouble?
He I think he's doing like this Star Trek thing, like a Star Trek parody thing. But I'm really unsure what his recent projects are.
Yeah,
But
he
I don't
still
think
gets plenty of people at Comic-Con or
Oh,
like So
definitely, I think people like him, but you know, adoration doesn't exactly pay the bills.
Yeah.
yeah,
I hope he gets more roles, but
he can sing.
I just thought it was ridiculous, the whole thing with him. They were like, "What is he in trouble for?" Because everybody thought he was some kind of um, like deviant um, or had done something really bad, like sexual assault or something.
Yeah,
And then
he was one of the first victims
yeah, and
Yeah,
it
of
yeah.
the Me
turns
Too
out
movement.
they were accusing him of like being like, "You want to come inside my hotel room?" That's it. That's all it took was him being like, "Hey, you want to come inside?" And that's not even confirmed that he did that. But even if he did, so what? I don't think that there's a law saying, "Hey, you want to come inside my hotel room?" Or
I think they should all get in trouble for making fun of him and being like he's gay and all that
yeah,
kind of stuff.
well, that's the thing is that they were all saying he was gay and stuff. Which by the way, I kind of like had the assumption first time I saw him speak. I was like, yeah, that guy's probably gay.
Yeah,
But I don't think that they were wrong in the assumption, like because I would have assumed the same thing, but I wouldn't have made fun of him and been like, ooh. Uh,
yeah.
but it is kind of weird that they were all calling him gay and accusing him of being gay at the time period that he was supposedly hitting on Monica. So
Yeah.
She's a terrible voice actor.
I think
She's not the real Obama.
I think she's all right in some stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, but I still
She sounds
I
like a
can't separate
nagging
her.
asshole.
Yeah, she's perfect for those roles.
Well, I know for sure, like, at one point, she was like the main voice actress for the main heroine here, you know, and you can tell like she was in everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Cast as the lead.
she does the same voice acting no matter what she plays in. So technically, she's not a voice actor if she can't change voices,
yeah,
right?
Well, she has a few like ranges she does, but you can tell it's Monica.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of like a Sean Schimble as much as he whines about stuff. I like how he's like he always tries to change his voice, and he's like don't want people to recognize him right off the bat. You know, like it's better to be like, oh, that's actually him doing that.
Yeah. Like when he goes from Goku to King Kai and all that.
Yeah, because he does the King Kai voice, he does the Goku voice, and he does a lot of other voices on the series too. Unlike kind of the same thing with what's his name, Chris.
Oh, I forgot his name. Chris starts with a T. Is his last name?
Is it
No.
Sabbath?
Sabbath. Yeah, Chris Sabbath.
Yeah, where he does the Vegeta voice for everything.
But he's Zoro though. I like Zoro.
Yeah, he he does Vegeta, he does Tien, he does Yancha, I think. He does the Dragon.
or
He
Yamcha.
does Piccolo. He does
But yeah. Oh, I was started watching this one anime. Let's see. What was it?
Welcome to Anime Talk, where we are
Yeah.
going to have an anime segment.
Yep, we for sure. Because I know me and
I don't
T-Jar
think
can
we've ever
talk
done
anime
this.
all day. Okay,
Y'all can talk about anime all day.
That's what I said. Me and T-Jar can talk about anime
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah, I love anime.
It's called.
You definitely can't tell from this picture.
The Beginning After the End. Have you seen that one, T-Jar?
Let me look it up real quick.
Showing pictures.
Yeah.
It's show and tell time.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I have. I've seen it. It's not bad.
Yeah, I was I started watching because I really ran out of things to watch, really, or I just wanted to watch something new. And I'm like, you know what? I typically don't normally click on this stuff, so I'll give it a try. And I ended up liking it.
Yeah. I don't think there's an anime that T-Jard hasn't seen.
That's not true. I didn't know what Boku no Pico was until a little while ago, until like a few months ago. And that's like really popular meme in the anime community.
But actually, I hadn't seen it either. Maybe
Don't watch it. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but it's not good. I've been watching the one that I've liked this season is I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. The first episode is kind of rough to get through, but basically he gets reincarnated and he's like, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be the victim anymore. I'm going to be the bad guy. And it was like, I'm not going to be the cuck anymore. I'm going to cuck everybody else. and he keeps screwing up being a bad guy. I actually like that so far.
Yeah. I mean, there is some certain animes that I can watch, and then some I like can't. I'm like, oh, like especially, probably the most goriest anime I've watched was, or like a thriller, has had to be Shiki. And I know we've talked about that before, and I'm like, I don't like it. But I was in middle school then, and I was just trying out whatever anime came up, and I'm
Is
like,
that the one where the girl gets run over by the tractor tire?
yeah, the
Yeah.
small
Yeah,
village.
I saw that, and I'm like, I'm not watching this anime. That's gross.
Yeah, the small village. Slowly, everyone starts getting turned into like vampires, and then some of the villagers are banding together to fight to basically kill their probably neighbors and family and all that. And it just got progressively, and then they started turning on each other. And I was like, it started progressively getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Does it have anything to do, like, was it inspired by kind of the Salem witch trial stuff, or?
somewhat, because the like a new person moved into the village, and then since then everyone was being turned into vampires. But anyway, everyone was really like when the villagers started turning on each other, and like yeah, so basically, it almost kind of reminded me of I might be thinking of the wrong thing. What's that book? Is it Animal Farm?
Yeah, Animal Farm.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, just to let you know, Dominion, we're getting some background noise on your end.
What?
It's gone now. But we're getting some background noise on your end.
That's weird.
Yeah, as soon as you spoke, I think the mic was trying to pick you up, so I just started listening closer and closer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just
We
being
have to
quiet.
enhance.
Yeah,
And it's like,
as soon as you said,
it's like, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
yeah, for a second I could hear you clicking.
Yeah.
Click.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I almost never hear that. I wonder what's going on.
Yeah, I guess being quiet for a little while or something. The streaming service is just like, we're going to increase your mic.
Yeah, it's like something's happening. We got to listen close. What is that? Is it a vacuum cleaner?
There's something clicking. What is he clicking?
Yeah.
Morse code. Morse code.
Well, that'd be interesting if it was based off Animal Farm.
It, just kind of thinking back, it kind of reminded me. Let's see.
Let's make a anime off of the Modest Proposal, but not ironic.
Modest Proposal?
Yeah, it's where this guy was proposing to eat Irish people as like satire or as like an ironic bill. He posted it because the English were ignoring the the Irish potato famine. So he called it a modest proposal, and they were like, "We could farm Irish people and eat them."
Hey, I might be able to make that for you. But yeah. Oh, goodness gravy. But
yeah. Hey.
Are you going to watch the Superman movie?
Probably not. I don't know what it is. I think I'm the only person that's like, I really don't like that Superman. I just don't find him to be very Superman-esque. I keep thinking of like, I just keep thinking of Chuck. That's all I keep thinking of every time I look at him. You know, the series Chuck. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Chuck. That's Chuck if he was Superman.
I'm going to share the trailer.
okay.
Whoops, wrong thing. I might not have the volume up, but it depends. I might cut the volume depending on if there's certain music.
I was sent here to help the world be a better place. That is why I...
Who was that?
Oh no, he's looking like Juggernaut.
To help the world be a better
DC
place.
doesn't have a Juggernaut, does it?
Huh?
DC doesn't have a Juggernaut character, does it?
No, but you can tell that it's CGI, like,
Yeah.
as all get out. Like, it looks like crap. Sorry.
I'm just
That is why I do what I do.
He's an intruder, wrapped in a red cape. A god pretending to be one of us.
Superman!
You've gotten a lot of heat on social media lately.
I don't read that stuff. Superman doesn't have time for selfies.
He crossed a line to save lives.
People were going to die!
Holy shit.
I'm not who I thought I was. I love you, though.
I'll destroy you. Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
Buckle up. You don't need the world's permission to be who you are.
Hey! Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
That's my greatest strength. They chose him. Let them die.
Good luck with that.
No matter what you do to me, loser, your plans won't work.
Ow, ow, stop it.
Well, I can definitely see James Gunn's style.
I
Style.
think
isn't
it's got too many people in it. There's way too many people in a Superman movie.
I saw Hawk Girl.
Yeah, that's Hawk Girl, and then Mr. Terrific, and Guy Garner, I think is his name. He's like one of the part of the Lanterns, the Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're just trying to revitalize the superhero genre and hope for a new, like, DC expanded universe.
Yeah, they're trying to start another. But my thing is, just do Superman by himself.
Yeah. But I feel like Lex Luthor is a little more psychotic than other Lex Luthors.
He looks good. I have to admit, Lex Luthor looks.
Yeah, I
he
think
looks like Lex Luthor.
I
Yeah.
think Lex Luthor looks the best out of anybody in the trailer. To be honest, I think they did a good job with Lex Luthor, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was he always like, oh, you're associated with Superman, or you're
Yeah.
fighting with Superman? You're dead now.
Yeah,
Has he always been that way?
Yeah, in the comic books. Oh, he's worse in the comic books.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he really cannot stand Superman.
Yeah. I always kind of go back to Smallville. And it's like, just talk to each other.
Smallville was a great Superman series.
what is the name of the woman on Smallville that they were fighting over?
Lana?
Yeah, that's it, Lana.
Lana Lang.
Lana is like, I'm gonna be nice here and be like 30% of the conflict that happens on that show is Lana's fault.
Yeah, I like how she wants Superman to be honest with her, but then she's not always honest with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a one-way street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just be honest with me. And then she turns around and not be honest with him.
Yep. She's hiding something from him. And then I kind of
He's kind of got a reason to hide stuff, okay?
Yeah. And then what was his friend's name that had a crush on him?
Who?
She was like the journalist.
Oh, Chloe?
Chloe, yeah.
Chloe wasn't too bad.
Yeah. She was just very, it's that whole unrequited love thing. Love drama.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed Smallville. I can't remember what season I left off on because we were binging Smallville at one point.
There was that's one of the few series that I completed was Smallville. I can't remember everything about it, but I do know I got to the end.
Yeah.
I do remember Lana getting infected with kryptonite. Like she
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
I'll shut up.
I forgot like where I left off. I think it was kind of like in the seasons where Lois was actually in.
Season 4.
It was season 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I don't know. It got to where I started hating. Like Lana wasn't a bad character, but the closer it gets to the end, the more I get upset at her. I'm like,
yeah. Well, I don't know if you've seen Cobra Kai.
I didn't.
Well, me and Dominion have, and I was like, man. I mean, I get it still, but man, everything was Sam's fault, which is, Cobra Kai is, the Karate Kid spinoff.
It's Daniel's daughter.
It's Daniel's daughter. And, It's Daniel's daughter and oh crud, Johnny's kind of neighbor kid that he kind of takes under his wing and teaches him karate and all that. But they liked each other. But then all of a sudden they're like, nah. But it was like, oh, it was such drama. I'm like, you know what? This is all Sam's fault.
Basically, Sam breaks up with him, I think, and then she gets mad because he's dating somebody else.
Yep.
Why do they do that all the time in like media? If I was a feminist, I'd be like, this is misogyny that they keep making this. I just don't understand why they keep making these unlikable female leads and stuff.
Well, I feel like they've lost the art of a good female lead.
You're probably
without
right.
being girl bossy. Like, where's the Sarah Carters or the Ripleys? You know? But
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think that a lot of male leads are kind of bad
yeah,
as well. But speaking of bad female leads, I have no frame of reference on this, but I saw that everybody was celebrating that John Wick reboot or whatever, the new John Wick, didn't do well.
oh, the ballerina movie.
Yeah, the ballerina movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I ain't watched it. I mean, but I think it's that people's tired of the whole girl boss thing, girls being badasses and leads.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm not even 100% sure why they were celebrating it. Some people did say it's the end of the girl boss era or whatever. But
my thing is, in the John Wick universe, I could look past a girl being a girl boss because just about everybody in the John Wick universe is like a cartoon character. Just about it. They're all badasses.
yeah.
yeah.
Except for John Wick. John Wick is just a step higher at being a badass.
Well, I kind of wish that they would bring back the kind of femme fatale style of, you know, maybe instead of using brute strength, because there is something jarring about watching a 90-pound woman throw around a 300-pound dude with the pinky. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Well, my thing is like even John Wick, he didn't throw around big guys. He
yeah,
he stayed away from them as much as he could.
Yeah, he shot him in the head and stuff.
Yeah, like in the second one, a big guy came and threw him across the floor or whatever, and after he was like judo throwing everybody around, and then he got judo throwed across the floor, and he pulled his gun out and shot him in the kneecaps.
Yeah,
twice, both his kneecaps, and then shot him in the head. He's like, "Nope,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to judo throw you."
But that's kind of how it's strange that they do that, because you could take the Black Widow approach. I always thought that they did Black Widow pretty well in the early Avengers, where Black Widow wasn't a superhero. She was just a very she was the rogue of the group.
Yeah, she's the ultimate spy.
Yeah,
that's what her character is. She's the ultimate spy.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, Thor makes sense. He does the crazy stuff he does. He's the paladin.
Yeah, you can assign everyone.
Yeah, Captain America's the knight in shiny armor, pretty much.
Yeah, he's the warrior. Yeah,
and then Iron Man's like the mage.
Yeah, he's the techromancer.
yeah. And then the Hulk is just like
berserker,
a barbarian, yeah, berserker.
Yeah, he's the barbarian.
But yeah, that probably help if they would just make people do things that match their characters a little bit more. I think that they could. I don't know. I think a lot of storytellers, they just want to make everybody into into Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel.
Is it Miss Marvel?
No, that's who she's supposed to actually be. Is Miss Marvel, not but because Captain Marvel is a man, not a woman.
Yeah. I thought that for some reason I thought they called her Captain Marvel.
They do. They call her Captain Marvel in the movie, and she took on the mantle of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be Miss Marvel, and then Miss Marvel got thrown to a what you call it, kid, girl, whatever, or wherever she's from.
India.
Yeah, India.
She has the elastic arms.
She has Mr. Fantastic abilities.
Yep. Well, one movie I'm kind of, because I just watched the first one, is Naked Gun.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, they're coming out with another one. Let's see. And Liam Neeson.
T-Chart, have you seen the trailer for the new Naked Gun?
I think you showed me the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, I may have.
Yeah, I kind of miss that comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that I watched the Spaceballs 2 thing as well. And that was I hope that both of them are really good. I kind of feel like that form of comedy is lost. Or just that style of movie telling, the way the storytelling that they did in the 80s. I always think of like,
well,
I have seen this with Liam Neeson.
The comedy, I kind of hope they stick to that comedy, because nobody does that comedy anymore,
Yeah.
Thanks.
I feel like our internet's like jumpy.
Yeah, it is kind of laggy.
Yeah.
Once you kill a man for revenge, there's no going back. A voice in your head sang over and over, "That was awesome."
Who are you?
Drebin. Detective Frank Drebin. Thanks.
Police Squad has always been the elite of the elite.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
And you, Frank, are the best of the best.
Need a bathroom.
I need this room immediately.
There's a line, man.
Police business. Oh, I'm gonna ruin another suit.
Over here, Lieutenant. I think someone murdered my brother.
Please, take a chair.
Thank you.
I'll find them. This is what I do. Says you served 20 years for man's laughter.
You mean manslaughter?
Must have been quite the joke.
They're going to shut down Police Squad if you do not solve this case. Do this by the book.
Show a little respect!
Why? Who's going to arrest me? Other cops?
Yes.
Is she serious?
Is he serious?
No.
It seems Mr. Drebin might be more of a problem than we thought. I want you to keep an eye on him.
This oven is disgusting.
Rest assured, I won't stop until I've found justice.
What do you want, little one?
Your ass. Nobody messes with Police Squad.
We've upgraded your car with the most advanced crime-fighting tech.
Drive forward 30 feet. Pretty smooth.
Oh!
This place is falling apart.
It seems like it's got the comedy there, but that's just the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how Spaceballs is going to be exactly, but that one looks. At least that one showed me more than Spaceballs did.
Yeah.
Well, Spaceballs ain't coming out until like 2027.
Yeah.
And Mel Brooks is going to be like 102 years old when the movie comes out.
Jeez.
And he's playing Yogurt again.
May the Schwartz be with
May
you.
the Schwartz be with you. A lot of the actors are coming back to play their characters.
That's funny.
Well, wasn't the one that played the dog character, didn't he pass away?
Did he? What's that actor's name?
Let's see. I feel like he passed. Barf. Yeah, he did. Oh, wow. Yeah, John Candy was his name, and he passed away March 4th, 1994.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they'll probably have to get somebody else to play his character.
Mm-hmm.
It probably won't be the same.
Yeah. Yeah, and Joan Rivers played Dot.
Huh?
Joan Rivers. The robot lady. I think she just voiced her though. But yeah. So I like how in the Spaceballs trailer it had the, how Star Wars does its thing. It's like,
yeah,
made so-and-so sequels.
The sequel to a prequel to the sequels.
And then Spaceballs never did this until
now.
But
Here we go. We're going to react to some more trailers. I kind of hope this is going to be good.
My name is Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah.
30 years ago, I decided to give golf a try. But even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one. Happy Gilmore sucks?
Oh, eat a bag of
How are you going to put Vienna through ballet school? It's $75,000 a year. That's 4 years. That's 333 grand.
That's terrible math, Johnny. It's 300 grand. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Let them see the happy I fell in love with.
Come on, you gotta do it, Dad. All right, let's go. Let's go get him, Dad.
But how about the jig?
I know how to do it, Dad.
Let's go. Oh, Dad.
What the hell is happening?
Happy Gilmore is breaking in yet another caddy he just met.
All right, we're gonna go. See, but you bring those. Those always come. All right, that's it. They got a strap if you want to use the strap.
Happy Gilmore didn't have things flowing on the first hole.
Check out the name tag, grandson. You're in my world now.
I got you a little something there, Pop.
Everyone is talking about a comeback kid.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
We've been watching you play, Mr. Gilmore. So inspiring.
My dad loved you, man.
I am so sorry.
Give him here. I got some Gorilla Glue.
Remember the happy place I went to? You go to yours.
Oh my God, Rory!
Jackass. Bingo.
You stole my life from me.
Why would I want to steal the life of somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast?
It's the typical Adam Sandler movie, but at least his stuff is still I know we kind of complain about stuff being the same, but
you know what you're getting into with the
Yeah.
movie.
I will say, I think they showed too much of the movie.
Yeah.
That's the typical trailers nowadays.
Yeah.
They show you the entire movie before you watch the movie.
But you know what you get. I personally, I'm okay with knowing what I get whenever I go into a movie, as long as it's, I want to know generally what it is. And Adam Sandler always delivers on a certain level of, you're going to be watching one of his movies if you go to watch an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I really like his Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That was a really good one. And then what's the Western one?
The Ridiculous Six.
Yeah,
that's
that was it was like the stupidest thing, but it was funny.
I love the cast though with the Ridiculous Six. He had a pretty good cast there.
Yeah.
They're all supposed to be half brothers.
Yeah, they're all half brothers.
What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
For me it is Happy Gilmore or Waterboy, one or the other. I really like Waterboy.
Yeah, mine's torn between a good bit of his movies because he has a bunch of good ones.
Mm-hmm.
I like the the Cajun guy, Digioso, in the background, saying all kinds of stuff.
I think Billy Madison is one of his biggest. Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, I think, is his two biggest movies.
Yeah.
I enjoy Mr. Deeds too.
Yeah, the Mr. Deeds didn't get like a lot of people don't like Mr. Deeds, but I like Mr. Deeds. Yeah, it was like I said. I mean, none of them are like masterpieces, but they're all good, solid Adam Sandler movies. You go in,
and they all have a happy ending.
Yeah, you go in to watch people get hit in the nuts and then the man freak out and be like, "Oh!"
Yeah, I do like the Grown Ups.
Yeah, Grown Ups was good. I think I like the second Grown Ups better than I do the first Grown Ups.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Oh
What?
no!
What happened? Oh. Did we lose her?
Yep. I kind of like Click as well. Click was a pretty good game or movie.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad of a movie.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that he did The Longest Yard. I actually really like The Longest Yard as well.
Yeah, he did a remake of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only one that I really didn't like was Funny People. I don't like.
Yeah, Funny People wasn't funny.
Yeah, but all of it, all of his movies are really good.
Yeah, as long as he sticks to doing comedy.
Yeah. Bulletproof was all right.
Bulletproof.
Yeah, the one where it's old, He's like a convicted felon, and he shot his friend in the head because he was a cop. So they gave him a metal plate in his head. You not seen? You probably.
I may have. I gotta see. Oh yeah, I remember that movie now.
Yeah. They had the twist at the end. It was like, oh, I've got somebody shot him in the head and he survived because he had the metal plate in his head. And it's like, oh, it all came together in the end because you did a stupid thing and shot me in the head. It actually saved my life or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, I remember that movie now. I'm looking at the.
Actually, I might like Anger Management is my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
I don't think I enjoyed Anger Management that much.
I just like that actor that pesters him all the time.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I like Jack Nicholson. He creeps me out a little bit, but I like him.
I liked him as the Joker.
Yeah, I liked him. I wonder what other movie. I don't know if any time that I don't like Jack Nicholson, but he's in one of my favorite movies, As Good as It Gets.
Yeah,
I really like As Good as It Gets. I think they did a really good job of like the way that people act, or this dude, he's foul mouthed, he's an asshole, but he does a lot of good things for the people around him, and people really don't care because he's a foul mouthed asshole. He literally saves one girl's son. Like, he sends a doctor over and saves her son from having asthma and stuff, and probably saved his life. And all he wanted was her to serve him coffee at the restaurant. And she's like, I can't do this because you're an asshole. I was like, and she came over to his house in the middle of the night and was like, hey, I'm not going to have sex with you. And he was like, I don't want you to. I just want you to serve me coffee at the restaurant. And she was like, well, good. I wasn't going to. And then she leaves, and then she starts to get irritated that he doesn't want to have sex with her.
Hey, sounds familiar. Sounds like Sam from Cobra Kai, breaks up with the guy and then gets mad because he dates somebody else.
Yeah, pretty much. But it just always, people respond well to honeyed words rather than tangible actions a lot of times.
I had to get a snack.
Oh, that was the thing that was so important you had to leave, huh?
Yup.
Well, teacher had mentioned coffee, so now I'm like, I need coffee.
Hey, I got coffee.
You got coffee?
Yeah, it's like 4 feet away from me, though, so I can't get it.
I want coffee.
Mine's in a pre-made jug.
I'll still take it right now.
I can't have coffee.
I think that's what I want to go do after this is go get some coffee.
Go get some coffee.
That's already pre-made.
Like a fancy coffee?
Not too fancy, just something,
Well,
Going to that
coffee store is closed.
Yeah, but I ain't got. I mean, there's normal grocery stores and convenience stores that sell coffee in a can.
Oh, that coffee.
I always go.
I can get that.
I always go to the store and get the big jug of pre-made coffee because it's like the same price as the canned coffee. I don't understand why, but it is.
What kind did you get? I know it's like vanilla or whatever, but
gonna make me get up and look at the brand, huh?
Yes. You want it anyways.
I do, but it's hot and I don't feel like moving. I got Delight iced coffee. All right, now I get to swig the coffee.
Yay.
Wake up.
This is probably going to make me hotter. Now that I think about it.
Is it hot?
What, the coffee? No.
Yeah.
It's just every time I drink coffee, all the caffeine makes me a little hot. Just a little bit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We could react to some AI songs that I found. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, y'all continue.
Sorry if you guys hear
Yeah, sorry if you hear me typing.
well, not that, but
Chewing?
we have a puppy dog.
Oh.
And he was like panting right next to the mic.
Puppy!
Puppy named Tidy. Titus. I call him Tidy.
Tidy Whitey?
Tidy. Little Tidy Whitey. He's looking at my popcorn. He's like, are you
But
gonna
yeah,
give me some?
those protests are getting crazy in LA. Have they died down yet?
That I don't know.
I feel like people can't focus on too many things at once, and right now it's the news can either decide if they want to report on Israel, Iran, or the LA protest, and I think they've completely started ignoring the protest in LA.
Yeah.
I found it. See if it'll play good. Tell me what you think of this, T-Chard.
My lady told me it's her all to do. I paused, took a sip, said I guess we're through. Cause you can bet your sweet glue balloons nothing comes between me and my Mountain Dew. Don't need no water, milk, or beer, just Mountain Dew and I'm seeing clear. My body's built like a dew machine, my urine glows bright neon green. Oh, Mountain Dew, sweet Mountain Dew, I love you like my dad loves booze. There's something special about that drink, it makes my insides neon green. It really helps me out at night, don't need no torch or fancy light. Just pee into the country sky and light it up like the 4th of July. March, December, May, or June, you'll find me chugging down that dew. Most people have just one or two, but Lord, I need more than a few. I use that dew to shine my shoes and wash my hair, it's my shampoo. That dew has got me feeling green and turning green and peeing too. Oh, Mountain Dew, sweet Mountain Dew, I love you like my dad loves booze. There's something special about that drink, it makes my insides neon green. It really helps me out at night, don't need no torch or fancy light. Just pee into the country sky and light it up like the 4th of July.
What do you think?
I think I don't even need Mountain Dew for my pee to glow neon pink.
What was one of the early lines?
The lady said it was going to be either me or her or the dude. I paused for a second and took a sip, so I guess we're through.
We're through. Cause you can bet your sweet glue balloons.
Glue balloons.
You can bet your sweet glue balloons.
I agree with T-Chart. The AI is going to be the death of us.
Yeah, I think I was listening to somebody talk about AI the other day, and she was like, "I wanted AI to do to do the dishes, so I would have time to do my hobbies like art and writing. I didn't want AI to do my hobbies like art and writing, so I'd have more time to do the dishes."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of songs that people's getting AI to do.
Yeah, I think it's gonna completely consume the middle portion of content, like the entry level of content. Like it's not gonna replace the top bands or anything like that, but it's definitely gonna, like, it could replace 90% of SoundCloud rappers right now.
Yeah. No, I totally forgot about SoundCloud until you mentioned something about that.
I have another one, and this is about my favorite drink.
Uh-oh. Oh.
I drank 30 Dr. Peppers for lunch, and my butt's like a rocket that's awaiting to launch. And if I keep drinking through the afternoon, I'll be peeing Dr. Pepper straight soaking these boots. So pepper me up, keep the river flowing. I drink that soda everywhere that I'm going. It's a harmless addiction that I need in my bones, even if I always got kidney stones. These so-called doctors all say I should kick it, but they don't know nothing, man. They can all kiss it. There's a pep in my step and a can in my hand. Only doctor I trust is the Pepper Man. And those 23 flavors are all a guy needs. That sweet Dr. Pepper brings a man to his knees. I'm thirsting and hurting for an ice cold can of the Lord's good nectar. I'm a Dr. Pepper Man. My farts go hiss like an ice cold can of that sweet Dr. Pepper. I'm a healthy man. I ain't never miss a single peppery drop. When I'm chugging it down, I'm like a country mop. And every single day I pass a candy stone, but sweet Lord, I'm the king of that pepper throne. So just keep them coming, yeah, pepper me up, cause no matter what I've had, babe, it's never enough. These so-called doctors all say I should kick it, but they don't know nothing, man. They can all kiss it. There's a pep in my step and a can in my hand. Only doctor I trust is the Pepper Man. And those 23 flavors are all a guy needs. That sweet Dr. Pepper brings a man to his knees. I'm thirsting and hurting for an ice cold can of the Lord's good nectar. I'm a Dr. Pepper Man. Oh, the Lord's good nectar. I'm a Dr. Pepper Man. Yeah, the Lord's good nectar. I'm a Dr. Pepper Man.
So which one do you like?
The Dr. Pepper one.
Dr. Pepper is still king, even in music.
Dr. Pepper is the superior drink. Even if it does give you kidney stones.
I guess it does.
I'm pretty sure it does. I mean, like anything sugary gives you kidney stones.
Yeah.
You can't beat the 23 flavors.
It just tastes like syrup to me, and I love it.
I'm seeing some others, but some of these others AI songs, I don't know if we want to.
I watched the redneck version of Star Wars.
What?
That was
AI?
AI redneck version of Star Wars, and they've got redneck version of Lord of the Rings. That's really good, and AI redneck version of Star Wars. I think the Lord of the Rings ones is a little better.
Here we go. We'll try this one.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
What was that?
I said no, Grandma, no.
Pulled up at the Waffle House just another night. Had my mind on some hash browns, maybe eggs on the side. But the jukebox started playing, and the vibe got weird, 'cause Grandma strutted in with her big old purse and a cheer. She said, clear the floor, it's time to get loose. Kicked off her orthopedic shoes. The trucker stopped talking, the cook dropped his pan, and Grandma hit a move that shook the whole damn stand. Grandma's twerking at the Waffle House, shaking it down in her leopard blouse. Syrup's flying, the jukebox plays. She's got the whole diner in a twerking craze. Grandma's twerking at the Waffle House, showing the young folks what life's about. She's got grits in her hair, but she don't care. Grandma's twerking, and it's beyond compare.
Yeah, look up the Fellowship of Rednecks if you haven't already seen it.
The Fellowship.
Yeah, y'all might like some of the art that's in it.
They got two of them, which
there should be one that says the official.
Yeah, there's two of them that says official.
Oh, let me look.
I'll just choose one.
The one with Frodo in it.
I don't want to advertise.
Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating.
Wow. Our cats just love great customers.
In the swamp shower where the trailer stand in line, Frodo's in the mud drinking homemade shine. Bill was on the porch telling tales all day long. Everything was quiet till the ring came along. Kendall rode up on his mule named Joe. Said that brings trouble, we gotta hit the road. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow. Aragorn's a tracker hunting coons at night. Gimli swinging axes, but his aim ain't right. Legolas is prepping, shooting butts off logs. Harlan's painting toenails, yelling at the dogs. Saruman's a neighbor's always causing grief, scheming in his tower like a backwoods thief. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Good dad.
Frodo's feeling rough, that ring's getting mean. Sam's frying up catfish, keeping Frodo lean. Boromir's all tangled, lost in the dark. Galadriel's telling fortunes in the back of her yard. Gollum's that we're cousin, we don't bring to town, but he's family, so we keep him around. With the swamp behind and the mountains ahead, we're just good old boys doing what Gandalf said. Frodo's carrying the ring and it's dragging slow, but we're marching through the mud with a steady flow.
Frodo's looking like he's nuts out.
Oh, it's sad time. Like Gollum. I wouldn't want to bump into Redneck Gollum that night. But Sam looks like he can mess you up.
He does. Sam looks angry.
Of course, they had to make Legolas.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Legolas.
But like Frodo in some of these pictures is like he's seen some stuff.
Some of these
on shrooms or something.
are pretty good. Like
that just looks like a hunting photo.
Yeah, it looks like a normal hunting photo. Like
he's like, I'm trying to shoot something. Stop making.
That looks like a normal.
It just looks like a dude. And everybody is like, "Oh yeah, these guys look so crazy," and we're just like, "Yeah, this just looks like."
Those look like some of the guys just right up the road.
Yeah.
I always laugh about that. I don't realize how like different everybody looks down here.
Yeah.
I was trying to find another. Well, at first I thought I was like, that looks like Trevor.
It does a little bit.
That looks like a biker that just put on extra makeup.
Yeah.
He just looks like he's tired.
Yeah.
He's done.
Merry and Pippin were too happy. They couldn't.
Yeah, that I didn't even notice that Merry and Pippin weren't in there.
Yeah.
I like Sauron's tower.
Yeah. That looks like a
radio tower.
Yeah. Well, plus it's like redneck control center conspiracy.
Yeah. That's redneck central.
How does he get to those doors?
Which one of those?
Yeah.
There's like a door right there.
He goes through this one, and then he makes his way up, and he comes out here.
There you go.
Little balcony.
That looks like a normal dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's very normal looking. Like, that don't look bad at all.
Yeah, AI is really crazy though. You know, this would cost you like probably tens of, or it probably costs you thousands of dollars to shoot this, if not
Yeah.
tens of thousands. Just type it in. It's like, this is what I want.
Hold on a sec.
They got another one.
Do they?
Yeah. Let me get through this. The 2 trailers.
Apple marshes where the fog rolls in slow. Frodo's feeling the burden that ring's dragging him low. Sam's grilling a rabbit, making sure it's well done. Thinking about Gandalf, wondering why he didn't run. Gollum's creeping close like a cousin in the night, whispering to himself, that rings my way to take flight. With Saruman scheming from his pile of old cans, we're just good old boys making our own plans. Frodo's carrying that ring and it's weighing him down, but we're marching on to Hicks Keep to defend our town.
Good guy.
Saruman's in his trailer enjoying the darkness he brings. Théoden's looking rough, dazed and tangled in the strings. Éowyn's mixing moonshine, claiming he'll clear his head, while Merry and Pippin are lost, just following where they're led. They stumble on Treebird, a prepper with a stash of beans. In his forest camel claim he's the king of the green. With Saruman scheming from his pile of old cans, we're just good old boys making our own plans. Frodo's carrying that ring and it's weighing him down, but we're marching on to Hicks Keep to defend our town. Aragorn's loading his gun, talking about the coming fight, sipping on some moonshine, saying this makes it feel right. Gimli stretching his muscles, yelling, bring on the pain. Legolas is stringing bows, ready to go insane. Gandalf pulled up in his rig, shining bright in the sun, said, I'm the white now, so let's get this battle done. With Saruman scheming from his pile of old cans, we're just good old boys making our own plans. Frodo's carrying that ring and it's weighing him down, but we're marching on to Hicks Keep to defend our town. Saruman's ready for war like a rooster at dawn. Théoden's back on his feet, rallying all his spawn. Frodo's gripping the ring, feeling the weight of the fight, while the townsfolk are hoping for Gandalf to bring light. With shotguns raised high and hearts set strong, we'll stand our ground at Hicks Keep, where we all belong. With Saruman scheming from his pile of old cans, we're just good old boys making our own plans. Frodo's carrying that ring and it's weighing him down, but we're marching on to Hicks Keep to defend our town.
They got Merry and Pippin in that one.
Yeah. I think the first one was better, though.
The first one, the music and storytelling was better, but
they kept speeding up on this one. The song was like, Frodo's doing.
Yeah. He looks rough. That looks like a normal guy.
Oh, sorry.
There they are.
They look like 2 bored teenagers.
Tree beard.
Saruman just seems like he's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just trying to take over that moonshine plant. Their moonshine production. That's all that's going on.
I don't like Gimli's.
Yeah.
I have to say Gimli's is the best looking one. Because that's like, oh yeah, I know a guy that looks like that. I don't know many people around here that looks like that though.
Yeah, not with that muscle definition. I know plenty of people that are skinny as that, but
Yeah, I know people that look like that, you know.
yeah.
Honestly, he kind of looks like my papa.
Yeah.
No, a lot of people look at you like that too.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Old man muscle, man. He would knock you out of your socks. That old man muscle and strength is just insane.
Yeah.
Hit you so hard your pants will roll up and down like window shades.
There you go.
Yeah, he just looks like he's chilling, like he's watching satellite TV or something. Like, leave him alone, he'll be fine. He's not doing anything. That's actually a pretty big axe.
Yeah.
And my axe.
You know, Aragorn isn't changed very much in the.
No, he still looks like like he's been in the woods a little too long.
Yeah, he's the only one that fits in like perfectly. They didn't have to change him at all.
Yeah.
I guess Rangers are Lord of the Rings rednecks, now that I think about it.
Woo! That's a weird looking gun.
Yeah, that is a weird looking gun.
That's weird too, because
yeah,
they basically cut the stock off of it. That dude holding a grenade.
It kind of looks like it.
Ooh, grenades.
Like one of the old 1940s grenades.
Yeah, a stick grenade.
That's a typical redneck night.
Yeah.
Right, TJ?
Yeah. I want a shipping container.
You got a shipping container.
I want another shipping container.
Those are some weird looking guns too. They ain't got a good enough detail on them to show where the action and stuff is.
Yeah.
And that guy in between the.
It's White Gandalf.
The other one that I do is Revenge of the Redneck.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah. Revenge of the Redneck and Return of the Redneck is the.
Sometimes it can feel like there's no way out of treatment-resistant depression.
I saw
You
that
take
one.
Deep in the bayou where the gators rest, Luke's wrenching on engines, doing his best. Then rolled up slow in his beat-up ride, pulled out a saber from the passenger side. Handed it to Luke with the tip of his hat. Time to rise up, boy, no looking back. Here in the bayou, the family's a twist. Vader's your daddy and your sister you've kissed. Luke's dodging gators with Yoda's advice, sipping moonshine under swampy skies. Deep in the night with the gator song, Luke's rising up where he belongs.
This lightsaber flopped over.
Yoda's in the backwoods whispering slow, teaching Luke the ways that only swamp folk know.
Swamp folk.
Leia's calling shots, Han's quick with a grin. Jabba's got his eyes on the mess they're in. Luke's learning fast in the swampy night. With his saber drawn, he's ready to fight. Here in the bayou, the family's a twist. Vader's your daddy and your sister you've kissed. Luke's dodging gators with Yoda's advice, sipping moonshine under swampy skies. Deep in the night with the gator song, Luke's rising up where he belongs.
Millennium Falcon.
Luke's piecing together together his family's past, discovering truths that hit him fast. Leia's not just a crush, it's family ties. This redneck saga's full of surprise. With his saber drawn in the southern night, Luke's ready to stand, ready to fight. Here in the bayou, the family's a twist. Vader's your daddy and your sister you've kissed. Luke's dodging gators with Yoda's advice, sipping moonshine under swampy skies. Deep in the night with the gator song, Luke's rising up where he belongs. So holler loud for the swamp's own son, who faced down Vader till the war was done. From back road lanes to the stars so bright, Luke made his mark in the southern fight. A bayou Jedi, brave and true, his story's told where the skies are blue. Here in the bayou, the family's a twist. Vader's your daddy and your sister you've kissed. Luke's dodging gators with Yoda's advice, sipping moonshine under swampy skies. Deep in the night with the gator song, Luke's rising up where he belongs.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm sure the county, wherever they're at, they need to remark the lines in the road.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we are.
Those are normal roads.
Yeah.
Normal country road.
You're coming in a little light, by the way.
Who, me?
Yep.
Very light.
How about now?
Oh, I don't know. Say something again?
Say something again.
That's a little better. Yeah, I think those AI videos are really funny, though.
Yeah, I think I like the Lord of the Rings one better than that one.
Yeah. Yeah, the very first Lord of the Rings one, they did that really well.
Very well.
Yep.
Very well done.
Did a good job with that.
I did not know they have a thing called the ostrich derby.
What?
Oh, where they're riding the ostriches?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, I think you're still coming in light.
You are.
Oh no.
You gotta yell.
I don't want to yell.
Or turn yourself up.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because you're like really low. What's this?
Ostrich derby.
What?
Yeah. Like, I didn't know there was a such thing as ostrich derby.
Oh, they're not. I thought it was the one they're riding ostriches.
Oh no.
Does that even count if they lose their ostrich? And then they corral the ostriches back. I've never seen this before.
Have you ever seen people riding them? Like,
no, I don't think I have.
Again.
Yeah. You know, the ending to Dinosaurs is really, really, really dark.
Yeah. Well, they all had to die.
Yeah. But it's just baby Sinclair's like, are we gonna be okay? And then the dad's like, I don't know. And that was the end. That was the end of the episode.
Well, they probably didn't want to show them all dying in a kids show.
Why not? Was Dinosaurs really a kids show though?
Well, I'll kind of let you. One of the episodes, they got high because the guy that
It's more of a sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think it's technically it is a kids show, but there was a lot of adult stuff in it.
Yeah, it was more like a family sitcom. Like Family Matters and Roseanne.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. I remember one episode where it's baby Sinclair turned 2, and the episode's called The Terrible Twos. And so basically they had to call in a priest to exorcise him. And he's like, may the power of rice compel you. Trying to feed him rice.
Speaking of rice,
Yes.
me and T-Jar's been playing Bellwright.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We have.
Bellwright is.
I have been too.
Bellwright's a pretty fun game.
It is. With all the flaws that I have with it, it's still fun.
Yeah.
And that's what matters. Fun outdoes the rest of the bad stuff.
Yeah, true.
Hold on.
We're trying to get to the next stage of armor and gear.
Yeah. I still need to trust out that sword you got me. I need to fiddle around with that. I still haven't killed anyone with it.
Yeah, it was funny. I crafted him a new sword. And he's like, now I gotta go kill somebody. It's like, oh, so you got a new sword, so now you gotta go kill somebody. You gotta test it out.
That's right.
Japanese style.
Yeah, I'm a samurai. I gotta go find some peasants to cut down.
I just randomly pulled up a person's gameplay.
I was going to say, it looks like me.
This is, give credit, it's Levi Gaming.
Levi Gaming.
You ain't going to get it.
Yeah, I enjoy the game a lot. I think that it's a little. I think the game is a little long, though.
Yeah.
Well, they got to stall you somehow, so because it's in early access.
That's true.
I kind of wish the combat was better.
Yeah, the combat is just kind of so-so.
I hate that you get in range of one enemy and then the other 5 that's on the other side of the encampment knows you're there too.
Yeah, true.
Why can't we have stealth?
Yeah, that's one thing, because it's like trying to sneak up on
The
elf.
the enemies are like a hive mind. Once one enemy sees you, they all see you.
Yeah.
And it's like, in real life, in medieval times, I could actually sneak up on one enemy and not alert the rest. Please implement some stealth mechanics.
I had fun stealing straw with T-Jard.
That was fun. You got to do a pro gamer mode called stealing.
We needed the straw to make the house.
Oh yeah, the wheat.
Yeah, the wheat.
It was important, and now we got our own.
I could spare some.
We ain't got to steal from them now.
Every time I go to make progress on my game, Max calls me. I'm like, today I sat down and I was like, all right, I'm going to make progress. And I sat down and then planted the what do you call it? Town hall or town center. And then as soon as I did it, Max called me and was like, hey, let's talk about the game. I'm like, oh. Speaking of the game, does anybody want any jobs implemented in it? Like any particular jobs?
We're talking about
The
D&D
role play, yeah.
system. That T-Jard is going to be, it's a homebrew that T-Jard came up with.
That's true. Yep. Sorry.
Yes, we do tabletop stuff.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Wish
Like
we
once
did
a
more.
year.
And T-Jard's the mastermind.
No, well, sometimes.
He's the he's the Matt.
Like once a year.
T-Jard is very story creative and character creative.
He's the Matt Mercer of the group.
Am I?
What'd you say?
The Matt Mercer of the group. It's a
Critical Role.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if it was Critical Role or Roll 20.
Yeah. It could be both, but it's Critical Role.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the compliment.
But yeah. I do enjoy playing the tabletop games with everybody.
If anybody's watching, y'all must pester T-Jard to finish his book.
Oh, do I gotta? Yeah, I actually do need to get back on doing... Which one?
The one that you sent us while you was up in Kansas having a horrible time.
I need to get back on that.
We need to just send you back to Kansas so you'll finish writing.
Yeah.
That seemed like when you was writing.
Yeah. I was like, maybe this will get me out of here.
Jobs. Well, the one for my character I can think of is, I don't know, maybe doing some healing at the clinic.
Yeah, I've got surgery and potion brewing already in there.
Trying to think what else. What specific job?
I can't tell you what kind of jobs my character would want.
He's gonna be a fun elf.
Actually, yeah, I do need to put that in there.
I'm actually hoping that I can get somebody to kill my character pretty quickly.
He doesn't like his character.
You want to re-roll as a
Yeah, do you want to
warrior
make
at Discord, don't you?
I want to be so annoying to everybody that somebody's going to kill me.
You know, T-Jard is going to probably try to keep your character alive.
Yeah, he ain't gonna let me die.
I mean, I will if somebody kills him. I'll just be like, all right, that's it.
He almost died in the Session Zero. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't.
You got injured.
You did get injured, but that wasn't.
Wasn't the same injury.
Yeah, it
It's a
wasn't
different type of injury. And I have a healer.
Me. But
So technically I have unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
herb gathering.
I'm
I could make some good money with my healer.
I'm
Hey,
still trying to balance everything to make sure that you guys don't die right off the bat. So,
But if it happens,
I mean, it might because because like that's technically your most vulnerable time in the game is right off the bat. You could just go out and be like, all right, well, I'm gonna just walk outside and then pick a fight with the first thing I see, or I'm gonna make an enemy.
or just like how we almost died in our Fallout.
Yeah,
Y'all were fine.
I almost killed Ord in our Fallout campaign.
Y'all were fine.
Ford wasn't okay.
Ord almost died for for realsies. I was like, please don't fight me.
Y'all would be fine. Y'all had a mentor character that was close by.
Oh, did we? Yeah, I was
the scientist guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was well, not during mine and Ord's confrontation when we were fighting the ghouls, and then he threw a grenade at me, and I turned around and whacked him.
Almost one-shotted him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was close.
And I was like, oh no, heal.
Stem.
Take this stem.
You know they got a Helldivers tabletop game that came out?
We gotta play.
I'm like, I wonder how that works.
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know if it would be great for story, but it might be fun to play.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be more like Warhammer, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, if it's...
Where you have troops and stuff, you know?
Yeah. You're probably right. I would... I don't know. I haven't gotten to Warhammer, but...
I like the ideas of Warhammer.
I like the lore.
Yeah, the lore. The lore is very intriguing.
I mean, the lore is kind of everywhere, but
it's good.
Yeah. And it.
Oh, what was the question that I felt somebody asked somebody? Is what if Doomslayer was in the Warhammer universe?
Oh,
and it was like, yeah, the Doomslayer would probably slaughter everything in sight because he can stay alive just off his rage.
I think Doomslayer would do just fine, just perfectly fine in the Warhammer universe. He might actually even make an impact in a small way.
Yeah, because he can't technically die. I mean, in the video game, he did die, but he came back to life with rage.
Yeah.
His rage keeps him alive.
But it's kind of like the idea of, well, what if Superman was in the Warhammer universe? I think Doomslayer would probably...
Superman doesn't kill.
Yeah, the Superman doesn't get. But even if he did, like Doomslayer could probably keep a planet or even a cluster of planets okay, but you're talking about so many planets that Doomslayer would he'd make a small impact, but that's about it.
Yeah, but I also feel like he would have some conflict with some of the factions, though.
Yeah, well,
He'll just take them out too.
yeah, I think he'd probably. It's like, oh no, it's Slanesh. He's invading my planet. It goes into Slanesh's realm, kills everything, and then kills Slanesh. Comes back, Slanesh revives, starts all over again. Because like all the chaos gods are immortal as well, so it's
Yeah,
just
but
an endless cycle.
if Doomslayer kills them enough time, they'll get tired of.
Yeah, that is true. But that's one thing about Warhammer is Warhammer is one of those things that it's just like nobody ever wins, nobody ever loses
Yeah.
because it's so big and vast. If a planet gets glassed, it doesn't matter. There's endless amounts of planets.
Yeah. I feel like the orcs would be a little bit of a pain because they constantly.
Oh yeah, they would. As soon as they learned about Doomslayer, they would all take a beeline to whatever planet he's he's fighting on because they're like, he fights good.
Yeah. And it only takes one orc to be on a planet to like populate the whole planet.
True.
Because they like grow from the planet, right?
Yeah. Whenever they die,
Yeah.
I think they release spores, and then more
More
pop
orcs
out.
appear. Yeah.
Yeah, they pop out of the ground.
So you basically to get rid of orcs, you have to destroy the planet.
I think you have to burn the ground.
Oh, okay. So they're like bugs and stuff. You just burn them in there.
Pretty much.
Fire wins.
Yeah. Now don't take this as gospel. I enjoy the lore, but I don't play, so I'm not like an expert on the lore. And
Yeah.
and it's like the lore of Warhammer is so vast.
What about the Warhammer fantasy universe?
Oh yeah. I kind of like it better, and I don't like the one thing I don't like about Warhammer is that they're constantly like, oh, they're not connected in any way. The 40K isn't connected to regular
fantasy.
Warhammer. Yeah, but I kind of just stare at it and I'm like, why wouldn't this be connected? All the same chaos gods are in play. Everything is the same lore wise. It just seems like there's no interstellar travel. Instead, people have to go through portals that are powered by magic, that are powered by good gods.
Yeah.
But it makes sense that was just the previous history, and then the Emperor of Man came in, abolished all religions, and then mankind essentially lost all of the means to fight the chaos gods.
I really don't know much about the Warhammer lore, so other than a few things, but
Me too.
it's still confusing.
I agree.
What? Up is getting a little crazy.
What's crazy?
Apparently, I think, kind of going a little political here.
Yay! That's my favorite.
I think Trump just struck 3 of Iran's nuclear power plants.
Oh.
What'd you say?
I said I think Trump just struck 3 of Iran's nuclear power plants.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. So stuff's starting to. A lot of people are mixed. Like some support it, some it's like nope.
Nah, I'm one of the people who. So, I do have complicated feelings on the issue, but because I kind of don't want Iran to have a nuclear missile, but I'm kind of fatigued about hearing about how Iran is right around the corner from having nuclear missiles because they've been telling us this since we were kids. They were like in the 90s, they're like, Iran's going to have a nuclear missile in the next 2 to 5 years in the 90s. And then we'll all be in danger and they're going to nuke us and everything. They've been saying that for years, so it's hard for me to take it seriously. But
yeah.
I'm I don't know. I don't want them to have a nuclear missile, but I also don't want them want to constantly intervene in Middle Eastern wars. And I also think that, I think Israel has threatened to nuke us as well. So they've flat out said it's their foreign policy. If they're attacked, they're nuking anyone who doesn't help them. If Israel ever falls, they'll nuke all the countries that don't help them. And if they completely get wiped out, they're nuking the entire world.
That's it. Either way, it's still scary.
Yeah. So I'm stuck in the middle because a lot of people are really pro Israel, and a lot of people are pro Palestine / Middle East, and I'm like, I'd rather us not participate in bulldog fights.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like when people bet on bulldog fights, so I'd rather stay out of it.
Yeah. And if we ever did, it's going to be a different type of war, I feel.
Yeah, I don't know. I am kind of surprised that Iran is not doing as well as I think Iran is not doing as well as I anticipated them because they have like a pretty decent level of technology compared to other people in the Middle East. I do know if we try to play Kingmaker again, it's going to end poorly for us because we clearly can't do that.
Yeah.
Afghanistan did poorly. Iraq is still basically on fire. Last time I checked, Iraq is in a terrible domestic policy situation.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think we'll probably create more extremists that are willing to come over here and do a terrorism.
Yeah, true. See, I mean, I really don't know much about all the goings in and out of the stuff.
Yeah.
I just know it's getting crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like some of the New stuff is Trump bombed Iran.
Yeah, I don't like that. At least we're not boots on the ground. That's the silver lining of this, which a lot of people are telling me that China and uh, Russia absolutely will not get involved. That's what like Fox News and CNN is saying. I don't know if they're not going to get involved. Most of China's oil comes from Iran.
Yeah.
I think it's like 40 or 50% of their. It might be more than that actually, but
No, China will go after Taiwan.
yeah. Well, that's another thing. I think that we won't be able to stop China going after their interests. And I care about Taiwan a lot more than I do the rest of the stuff. That's where our
chips
are made. I can't go without a computer. I need the new whatever.
The new AMD or
Yeah, I need the new
NVIDIA
AMD
stuff.
Need a new microprocessor that'll go into laptops. Who will propel AI forward if not Taiwan with their AMD graphics cards?
Yeah.
How will I ever enjoy my redneck AI movie songs without Taiwan?
Yeah. How am I supposed to watch GTA role playing?
Exactly.
How am I going to play my games? Guess go back to old school gaming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which has kind of the superior games.
True. I mean, that's my favorite games that I played in the last like little while has all been stuff that I've played years ago.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Oh, just a little bit.
Is it time to end the stream?
Yeah. Unless someone else doesn't have anything else to add.
Well, me and TJ probably would have went to old video game rant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody
like we always do.
Nobody's following the Hassan Piker horse crap, right?
No.
I'm the only person who gives a crap about Hassan Piker, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
What that is.
He's a terrorist.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a propaganda terrorist.
Yeah, he's big on Twitch and
he's Twitch's baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
You mess with him and Twitch will get mad.
Oh, well, I don't know the guy, so.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's following that.
Stuff that he says, other people get banned for like life or weeks or days, months, years, and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff, and he just gets he don't even get a ban.
Wow.
But yeah, I was just curious because he's in drama right now, but it's not like if you don't know who Hassan is, you nobody probably knows who his orbiters are. It's like it's deep lore.
Yeah. What?
What? Can't hear you.
No, I was just humming. I was doing. Do.
I do need to eat.
Yeah.
You don't need to eat.
Yeah, you're kind of right. I don't need to eat, but I want to eat.
See?
Well, I'm just saying you're technically right. I can go a couple days without eating.
And then you die. Or unalive.
Oh, as long as you drink water, you're
Hey,
fine.
I'm pretty sure we're on kick, so we don't have to say unalive. We just say dead. I think that like form of censorship is lifting. You can I notice a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, we don't have to say unalived anymore or in Minecraft anymore. We can just say it."
Interesting.
I think YouTube is still a little bit, you know, on the line for that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, apparently YouTube added ads to the premium.
Did
and
they?
It's like what's the point in paying a premium price if I'm still going to get ads, you know? It's like
Yeah.
I'm paying you a premium, which means I get special treatment, you know?
Yeah, why would you ever like
if premium has ads, why the heck would I ever want to have premium?
agree? I don't know
And
why you would do
also
that.
YouTube's making you like people that use ad blocker or something like that, it makes their CPU like go insane.
Yeah.
To like the point of overheating, you know? And I'm like, that's pretty messed up. You're messing with people's stuff.
Block bar ads will destroy your computer.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, you don't want to watch our ads, but we'll destroy your computer. And it's like, that's a little overboard. There's other ways. You could just ban them or slap on the wrist or something, you know, like do some jail time, you know, like ban jail time, you know, like
Yeah.
you can't access YouTube for so many hours, and then if you know, it's like TJR says about stuff where the more you do it, the more time you get banned from the app or game or something, you know.
Yeah.
I believe in short punishments that it's more important that you catch the crime and give a short punishment than to catch like barely ever catch crime catch crime and then give somebody a overblown punishment. That's a lot of people don't understand like the more you catch minor offenses and police your minor offenses, the less likely you are to have major offenses.
Yeah.
And then if you keep it short, people are more likely to learn their lesson. But if you ban somebody, like, all right, let's take an extreme example. If I'm just like, I'm going to go on YouTube and then I'm going to say the N word, and then they ban me for a year because I said the N word, then as soon as I get unbanned, well, it's been a year and the sting has already went away from my ban. I didn't learn my lesson. So I've got a higher chance of getting back on there, and it's like, well, F YouTube. I'm going to go on there and say the N word again.
Yeah.
But if you like, if you're actually looking to correct behavior, it's a good idea to be like, oh, well, you're banned for a day. You're now banned for 2 days. You're now banned for 3 days. And eventually you'll correct behavior if you're looking to govern behavior on your platform, that is.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just trying to lock people out, that might be an effective method to try to weed people out of your community. But I'm of the opinion you probably want those people. And a lot of times they're willing to overlook a lot of stuff that they would usually kick people off just because they generate them income.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Slow punishment.
Yep. Don't do heavy-handed. Just try to actually garner the response that you're looking for. I mean, you see it all the time in the criminal justice system. People go and smoke weed, and then they'll get 10 years, and then the first thing they do is go smoke more weed whenever they get out. It doesn't really help.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm smoking the weed.
I know you're not. You're smoking a cigar.
Yeah. So I got labor, construction, smithing, enchanting, cooking.
Oh, we're back on the D&D thing.
Yeah.
D&D.
See how fast we
motion
can swap.
crafting. Yeah, it says I guess anything.
Yep.
Herbalism, surgery, and the.
Is there a job for
entertainment.
murdering people?
I mean, there is, but what would that go under? I mean,
Merc work.
Yeah.
Merc. Assassin.
Hitman.
Yeah, hitman.
So I'm gonna
Even though a hitman probably wasn't a word back then.
That's gonna go under bodyguard work.
Bodyguard.
Yeah. Or combat. Actually, I think I'll keep that separate. And if you want to assassinate somebody, that's not going to be like a menial job.
Are you sure you don't want to change characters, Dominion?
I can't hear you.
I said, are you sure you don't want to change characters, Dominion?
No, I'm going to play the character until he dies.
You're, by the way, if you think that you don't want to play him at any point, you can just be like, yep, I'm going back home. And then you can switch out a character.
It's like, I'm bored of this. Bye.
Y'all are not entertaining enough for me.
I am excited to hear your elf voice and you go through that the elf role play. I am pretty excited about that. And I can't wait until Max like figures out that you're an elf, since both Austin and Max both hate the elves already.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun with them.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I feel like I'm going to be like overwhelmed. Like, what is going on?
I'm gonna see which one kills me first, or if they both kill me.
Justin. There'll be a conspiracy in the party. Everybody will be like, yeah, let's get him while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
They'll be like, no, you guys can't do that. That's not nice.
But I'll probably be the one that makes all the money.
That's true. They'll be like, oh, we got to keep him.
Yeah. Gotta keep him because he's making all the money.
Oh, man.
I can't wait to see what Chipmunk's going to do.
I don't know. I'm trying to get into her head.
Yeah, I gotta get back to my elf voice.
What was it? I was doing an elf voice the other day, and with Max, I gotta remember what I was doing. I think I was doing something like this.
Was you doing other stuff with Max? With that elf?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
One of them come up and was like, hey, how's it going? Want to come back to my room and watch me perform like a bird? And Max was like, what does that mean?
Uh, what's the word that you said?
Perform like a bird. Hey, want to come back to my room? Watch me perform like a bird.
I'm going to use that. Freak him out even more.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Would you like to come back to my place and help me with my bird performance?
Yeah, I think I was. He was like, "Oh, are there going to be other people there?" And he was like, "I don't know, maybe."
Would you like other people to be there?
Yeah.
Oh no.
We are in a party. We might can convince them.
Yeah. Want to come to my tent and watch me perform like a bird? Regretting playing this game already.
It's gonna be interesting.
Shouldn't have told me what the elves did at the beginning. The way the elves are.
Yeah, normally I would play some type of either half elf or elf or something.
You don't like the elves in this universe, huh?
But in this universe, I'm like, nope. I'll just be I'll just be the healer.
Yeah, I figure I'd try to be the weird one this time. Because it's usually T-Jard or Max that plays the weird ones.
Max is like...
He's more of a chaos person.
Yeah.
He likes to play chaos.
That was like 90% of our time is me telling Max no.
Yeah. It really stinks that Jesse and Dominion's character and my character in the Children of the Snow campaign didn't really meet up with Max and them's characters.
I could always revamp it if y'all like Children of the Snow.
Yeah.
You should write that as a book.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Since the game took place years after, you could go back and do some little mini stories.
Yeah.
I could probably write the original, because that's what I ended up doing. I made a bunch of lore and then made a universe and then had a hero's tale and then had them fail, and that's what you're kind of playing at, is the failure of the hero story.
Yeah. Because it's like...
I'll be right back.
I enjoyed my slingshot weapon.
That was a fun... you going around throwing rocks at people, basically.
Yeah. But, hey, it was effective.
True.
Like, I could remember, that one monster, like the underground. It was actually the last monster we defeated.
Yeah, the white eel.
Yeah. And I was like, I want this dude's loot.
Yeah, that was going to make really good armor.
Yeah, so I was like, man.
Y'all understood the assignment. They didn't. Whenever they fought it, they almost all died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you and you and Dominion though. Dominion and the dog wrestled it out of the water, dragged it out, and killed it no problem. Like I'm pretty sure you killed it and they held it down.
Uh-huh.
But they
Yep.
were just like, instead of doing that, they were just like, we're gonna fight it without trying to wrestle it, and eventually somebody got grappled and towed underwater, and
In Max and them's campaign.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What I miss?
We
Talking
were
about
talking-
the.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I want to let you explain it.
Okay, well, we were talking about the last enemy we fought in the Children of the Snow.
I don't remember anything.
Well, it was the eel creature that was like underground, the white eel. And yeah. Apparently we did good, but Max and them, they one of them got drug underwater, almost died.
Oh yeah, I remember teacher telling me.
But yeah. Obo was his name.
Yep.
Obo. And but yeah, we dragged the eel out and I sniped it with my slingshot. With my sling. I enjoyed my weapon. Now I will say one of the most intense.
You went David on him.
I did. David and Goliath on him.
You went David on everybody.
Yeah, he was getting those crits.
And I do remember that one battle that I felt so much anxiety for was the I think it was like the invasion of the Faceless.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was like surrounding us.
The first round.
Yeah. And then I think we eventually had to make a deal with the masked dude. And I was like, I don't want to, but we have to. At least I think we did. I cannot remember. Yeah.
Y'all tried to backstab him, but he was just, and then he basically lured a whole bunch of people over. And I don't remember who it was important died, but somebody important died.
Was it the mercenary leader?
Yeah, I think it was the mercenary leader.
The one that brought us into the town. He found
Yeah.
us and put us in the wagon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt bad.
Yes, T-Jard, get to book writing.
Aww.
Well, don't say that. He's not gonna want to write if he's being told to.
Don't write a book then.
I'll do it.
Don't do it.
I'll do it 5 minutes before I have to publish it. That's what.
Okay, well, let's set a publish date. Next week.
Oh no.
What was it? You used the BioWare magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything comes together last minute.
It just works.
The great almighty Todd Howard. It just works. 16 times the detail.
Sorry, I just thought of as you were saying that, I was thinking of the Detroit Become Human, stabbed 23 times.
I actually got that game, but I ain't even touched it. It's on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't play PlayStation.
Understandable to me.
I hear it's a good game, though.
I like the.
Yes. It's on Steam, I think. I could probably just, but I don't want to buy it. I need to get a one of those, what is it, video cards or something that plugs into the consoles, and then record my gaming stuff.
I looked at the new Digimon game. I'm like, I kind of want to play that.
You're breaking up.
That was crazy.
I'm not gonna break up.
You're like breaking up.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
now?
I bet you.
Yeah.
I bet you it's because you clicked away from the website.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But the new Digimon game looks fun.
Oh, I've always been curious about the Digimon horror game that came out.
Was it Digimon Ghost or something?
Yeah.
Or
I don't think it was a horror game. It was a thriller or something.
yeah. I feel like, what I grew up watching Digimon and kind of seeing how the games are progressing. I'm like, huh, they're starting to get a little bit more, not adult content, but like more mature stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Instead of like the cutesy, oh, it's, the Digimon.
I got a weird outtake that I like Digimon better than Pokemon.
Yeah?
I do too, actually.
Actually, now that I'm, comparing the two and everything, as I've gotten older, because I watched Pokemon and Digimon, I think I like Digimon more. Because
Digimon has more of a mature storytelling.
Yeah.
Than Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon just keeps rehashing the young kids adventure thing,
Mm-hmm.
because they got to keep every generation invested into Pokemon.
Yeah.
So,
which I will say I am enjoying the new Pokemon series Horizon. I mean, it does kind of have that young kid adventure, but I feel like it's different than, Ash's adventure that he had.
Ash should be an old man right now.
Yeah. A lot of people are like,
not a 10-year-old boy.
Well, don't you know he's either in a coma or dead? Or he got granted eternal life as a 10-year-old by the legendary Pokemon Ho-Oh in the beginning of the series.
I do like the...
Is any of that confirmed to be true?
No.
No, not really.
Okay, then.
Just fan theory.
It's creepy that he stays a 10-year-old boy.
But the audience...
At least they could have did like Dragon Ball and just like made him older and then used some type of magic Pokemon that turned him into a kid again.
Yeah. You were about to say something, D-Jordan?
I forgot.
Typical in men your age. I do the same thing. I actually called T-Jard once, and then, like, within 2 seconds, I was like, I did forget what I was going to tell you. Why am I on the phone with you?
Like, you're supposed to read my mind.
It was probably something to do with what I'm doing, with the D&D stuff, because I was steadily working on that. As
I still don't remember.
But then as soon as or actually, it was probably something about Digimon. I don't know. I was just mindlessly talking. But can we all agree that Digimon and Pokemon has nothing on Monster Rancher?
Yeah.
Monster Rancher's a weird one.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I've watched some of the series of Monster Rancher, and I've played the game. I enjoyed playing the game.
I used to watch it when I was a kid. I just didn't think T-Jar had seen that.
See, I I watched Monster Rancher like when I was older, because I don't think I had the channel it came on.
Does he go into a video game, or does he go into a show that he watches? Because he goes into a TV, don't he? Or am I remembering wrong?
I thought he was already in that world. I don't know.
I thought that was Digimon that he went into a game.
No, because remember he goes into like the kind of old time, and he has skates that he can skate across grass and everything, even though that's not realistic.
I just remember the green eyeball thing.
Yeah, that thing's funny.
Monster. And I was like, wow, this is probably what it's like to trip balls. To have the green monster talking to you all the time.
Yeah, I just always thought he was able to like go to another universe or whatever, because he always packs his backpack and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
With stuff that he needs.
You guys probably didn't watch Dragon Tales, but that's what they did with Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar.
So Dragon Tales is like a PBS kids show.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it. I just
Yeah.
looked it up. I was like, oh yeah, I've seen maybe a couple of episodes of it.
They somehow got a magical dragon scale. And when they want to go to Dragonland, they just wish to go to Dragonland, and boop, their room transports them into Dragonland.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys didn't watch it.
That's a little too young for me.
I think I watched a little bit of it.
What? What'd you say?
I said I grew up with it.
I know, but you're younger than me.
Yeah. Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. Let's all go Dragon Tales.
I was watching Dragon Ball Z when that came out.
Come along and take my hand.
The greatest anime ever made.
I wish Trigun was good.
What?
I wish Trigun, the remake of Trigun, I wish it would look better.
Yeah, I didn't even touch any of the new stuff with Trigun. I just don't want it to ruin what I love about the Trigun.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Have you seen it's made by the same creator of Cowboy Bebop?
Lazarus?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's out. I need to watch it, but
I need to watch it as well.
I've been wanting to watch it.
I just ain't. Have you seen it?
Me? No.
No, Tactical. I didn't catch what you said.
I hadn't seen it.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting.
We should have a watch party.
Yeah.
I heard a few things about it, and I was like, oh, it seems okay.
Yeah, I think from what I heard that it wasn't really that great.
Yeah. I just kind of stayed away from any like news on it. So I wouldn't have a bias on it.
Yeah. I mean, I still don't know anything about it. I just, kind of seen some like thumb clips and stuff, where people are like, it's not that great or it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I heard a lot of it's not that great. So I was like, oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
I really wanted it to be good.
Well, that's everybody with everything, Everybody wants something to, stuff to be good.
Yeah.
But it ends up being crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to watch it and see it for myself to see what it's like. I need to get back to watching Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto Days was really good.
Yeah, I only watched like 3 episodes, I think, and I was like, "This is awesome."
Yeah, I enjoyed
But then I
it.
didn't finish it. How many episodes is there?
Probably the typical 12.
12. Man, why
Let
is
me see.
everything's short now? Nobody makes long series anymore.
I do like short animes personally, but I can understand.
Well, I mean, I think like animes that would do like 22 to 26 episodes is like really good because Samurai Champloo is only 26 episodes and it's
That's true.
It's a flawless.
See, I like good short animes that are like if it's a short anime that's all right, I'd rather it be 12 episodes so I can enjoy it. And after about 20 episodes of an all right anime, I get sick of it. I don't know. I tried my hardest to go through Fairy Tail. I cannot get through Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
I've gotten pretty far in Fairy Tail, but
I at least got in the hundreds, and I was just like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. You can't make me do this.
I was watching One Piece for a while.
Yeah, you told me. I was like, dang.
I don't remember where I made it. I think I was in the 300.
Yeah, you were getting close to where I left off.
Yeah, I think I was in the 300s, and it was starting to get even. One Piece it keeps getting better. It does.
Everybody constantly tells me to do One Piece. Give it a chance. One Piece is really good. I'm like, yeah, I believe you, but I'm like, I could probably build a boat in the time it takes me.
Come on, there's only a little over 1,000 episodes. So that's not much.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems
if you
like
would knock out the terrible animes that you've already seen and throw that time into One Piece.
I'm trying to think if I've watched a lot of terrible animes. There's a lot of animes that I'm like happy I watched that aren't great.
Food Wars?
I didn't watch all of Food Wars. I watched a couple of.
I don't know nothing about it. I just know the name.
I watched like 2 or 3 episodes and I'm like, oh, I know what this is for. Okay.
Is it something worth watching or?
Nah, I mean it's okay, but the whole purpose of it is to watch people taste food and then suggestively moan and be like, ah, and and then their clothes fly off, and I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm like, oh damn, that must they don't actually.
How does clothes just fly off.
They don't actually fly off. They like go into their imagination, and their clothes like get ripped off, and they're just like, and then it transitions back to reality, and they're like, "Yeah, that's pretty good squid calamari. I don't think I've had anything like it." that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, well, I'll check out another anime then.
Sakamoto Days has 11 episodes.
Oh, okay. It wouldn't take long to finish those.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I liked Sakamoto Days. I should have kept up with it.
I know we were watching. I think it was the Red Ranger gets.
Yeah, I need to finish that.
Into like a fantasy world.
Yeah, I need to finish that as well.
I only watched 4 or 5 episodes, I think.
And
Same
it's
with
like
me.
every time he uses his stuff, random explosions happen, and they're like, "What the heck is going on?"
Bro, where'd that come from?
That's a funny bit.
Somebody got a phone call.
I'm gonna ignore it. It's Max. I can't get off. Can't get off the phone in time with Max whenever he calls. It's just, how long did I end up talking to him today?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I'm asking myself that question. I'm looking at it right now.
You could probably look at your call log.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Talked to him twice today.
And then he's calling again.
Yeah.
Just tell him to get in Discord if he wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
That way you can play a game while talking to him.
I talked to him an hour and a half yesterday. And then I talked to him again yesterday for another. And he came over.
Yeah.
He came over for like 8 hours yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to say, y'all. Because it was like 12 o'clock last night before you
I
got
know.
on Discord to.
He came over at 4, and I think he left at 11.
Wow.
Yeah, he came over for like 7 hours, and then I talked to him in an hour and a half on the phone.
He loves his uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves D&D is what he loves.
Yeah.
You should message or tell him that. Be like, you only want me for my D&D.
That's true. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. I wish we had a setup where we can do like a Critical Role or like what was it? Let me see if I can find them. They're fun. They're like another D&D crew.
D&D Tabletop Live.
Yeah. Let's see.
We could be called the IGA Tabletop D&D.
Yeah. I feel like IGA is something.
It will be.
Wait, IGA is an old supermarket chain.
I figured TJ would remember that.
Yeah. What do they even stand for, anyways?
I guess anything.
Yeah. The only thing I remember about IGA is I locked the manager inside his office whenever I was a kid.
Yeah. I barely remember the place. Like when I was thinking of the initials in my head or whatever, and I was like IGA. I was like, that sounds. I was like, was that even a thing, or am I imagining things? I was like, oh, well, I'll say it and see if T-Jar knows.
I remembered.
Yeah, so apparently it wasn't something that I made up in my head.
Yeah, as soon as you said it, I was like, that sounds.
I think I remember going to that with my grandma.
Yeah, it's an old people story.
Yeah, it's like an old lady story.
Yeah, the Legend of Evantris. You guys probably seen them before.
Children have been going missing. It could be gorilla
Oh,
woods.
There's a wild gorilla on the loose.
I'm not saying gorilla. I'm saying gorilla.
Is it a charcoal gorilla or a propane gorilla?
Story goes that she eats children.
You probably shouldn't let us in if children are going missing. We're just gonna make it worse. No, she's extra dangerous because she's using gorilla tactics.
I fear the Winter Queen might not show up for the crowning.
Yes, and also I think there's gonna be a gorilla. Was that the gorilla on the loose?
It's not gorilla. I hate to tell you this, but gorilla. Children have been going.
Those guys are hilarious. That
I've
woman,
seen some of their stuff.
That woman seems like she's gets kind of frustrated.
Yeah.
DMing for them.
What's the city one? Don't they do something with the city?
I don't know. Let's see.
Pull up another.
Hold on.
Put it up another.
I'm trying to find one.
Okay, well, while you're looking, T-Jar, do you remember Outlaw Gun?
Outlaw Star or Outlaw Gun?
It is Outlaw Star, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. Outlaw Star, then.
Yeah, I used to love it as a kid.
I remember that.
rewatched it as an adult, and I was like, dang, this sucks.
Yeah. That was my same reaction.
I haven't had that with very many anime. Like, I'll rewatch it. I was, after I did that, I'm like, oh, I'm about to rewatch Trigun, and it's going to suck. It's going to suck so bad. When I rewatched it, I was like, actually, that was really good. What?
Yeah, Trigun's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I love it more now than I did when I was a
kid. I mean, I find a lot of the stuff that they do in Trigun really good. Like, I like that they have a lot of Christian ethics. It's supposed to tell kind of a Christian ethic story. And I find it fascinating that they do that.
The comedy's great.
Oh, the comedy's great. I mean, I was showing. Or
did you watch the movie or whatever? Trigun Into the Badlands or something like that?
Yeah, I watched
that movie. Is great. I love that movie.
Yeah, I watched it and I liked it. I liked everything of the old Trigun. I can't complain at all over any of the Trigun stuff.
That's like a Cowboy Bebop movie, the movie or whatever.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
I love Cowboy Bebop the movie. Like that movie is just. I used to borrow it from you and just watch it like constantly on repeat.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I can't complain about everything that Cowboy Bebop did was amazing though.
Yeah. I got to get Tactical to finish Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. Okay, I got another one.
Blasphemy. Haven't watched Cowboy Bebop.
I've watched it, but not all the way through. Sorry, I got a hiccup.
That's what Torbeck sounds like! Yeah. That's what Torbeck sounds like! Yeah.
I mean, it is exactly what you sound like.
It's extremely it's mimicry. It's perfectly accurate.
Yeah.
Torbeck's starting to understand why people run! Why do you sound you?
You find that you have the ability to verbally create what you think you sound like.
Torbeck believes that Torbeck sounds like this. Torbeck is refined and sophisticated. This is all that Torbeck ever hears coming out of Torbeck's mouth.
I don't understand why they run from me in the woods.
Torbeck is nothing but kind. Torbeck says, please don't run, it's just Torbeck. Where are you going? Torbeck wants friends.
Stop yelling, Torbeck!
That's funny.
Mm.
Gotta make a choice. Are we gonna commit ourselves to these autograph signings, or are we gonna go find these missing children?
You saw that $8.
Did you get regular green M&Ms or green peanut M&Ms?
We asked for peanut M&Ms. They're the best ones. Why the f*** we asked for regular green M&Ms?
Yeah, ever since I got the medicine that makes me not allergic to peanuts, it's been no problem. I've been eating pills for all week. That's really.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I like those guys.
They're really funny. I tried watching a few of their streams, but I know they have like if they're big and all that, they have to go through like introductions or just sitting around. It's like, but I kind of want to watch them play.
Yeah, I noticed. I checked out some D&D streams, and I noticed that a lot of people play differently than how we do.
Yeah.
Because we're focusing a lot of times on the role play and not the mechanics.
Yeah.
And they make sure to focus like really heavily on the mechanics.
I feel like it's because most of the campaigns. I mean, I'm sure Max has played like an actual D&D campaign with the D&D stuff.
Yeah.
But how they have we're more of a homebrew stuff more than D&D.
Well, that's what I
following
was
the books and stuff.
while I was doing research and trying to get into it, because I imagine it would help if we had somebody that played in one of those groups instead of making our own.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I was doing research, and they were like, a lot of people that play public D&D, they just come in and they don't focus on anything. They're just there to do a job. They're there to kill goblins or whatever, and then go home. It's not about anything else. So,
Yeah.
I was listening to that, and I was like, wow, that's really weird considering that we focus so hard on the story.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like if you're going to play what's essentially a video game, why don't you just play a video game?
That's true.
And I mean, I do like that combat is rewarding in D&D, but it's usually a vehicle for me to go to experience the story with.
Yeah.
Well, story is what you're supposed to go after in D&D anyways.
Yeah, that's what I think, at least. That's what a lot of people tell me in D&D, like, hey, this is about the story, not about, X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, well, let me look at what other people are doing in D&D. And
yeah, there's one D&D creator I kind of follow and watch, but I usually watch her just for the because I really like the idea of doing like a D&D journal,
Mm-hmm.
And she decks out her stuff and she gives tips, or she like kind of gives tips on how to kind of get in your character's mind, or how you can improve, or things not to do,
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I have another guy that I've kind of found doing some D&D stuff. And it seems like he's DM'd, but he does these shorts and he's like things that most like, or things would say about you in your class, whatever. Let me see if I can find it. It might take me a while, so you guys may want to talk about something.
Okay.
Talk about something.
Yeah, talk about anything.
TM.
So what's the
TM.
IGA? What was it? Do you remember? Because I barely remember it.
It's a grocery store. It's
Okay.
I think it may have stood for something general grocery store. Or
Yeah.
in general grocery, something. I don't know.
Yeah. I just couldn't quite remember everything. I was so young.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a hard time remembering it, but I do remember. I don't even remember blocking that guy in the room, but I was. But I do remember getting in trouble for it. So.
Well, that's usually what you do remember is the whoopings, not the
Yeah,
not the what you did. I didn't do anything. They whooped me for no reason.
Yeah. I was an asshole kid though, so it doesn't surprise me if I did something terrible. I was a terrible child.
You couldn't tell. You're so nice and calm.
Yeah, that's only because I used to have I knew growing up I used to have an anger problem, so I was like, oh, I got to work on that.
Yeah.
My dad had bad anger problems, and everybody in my family has bad anger problems. So.
Yeah, I remember staying the night and your dad busted in the room because
yeah,
Charlie I think left jalapenos or something on the tractor.
He left. He left. I remember that. He left tuna fish for the cat on the tractor.
Oh, no.
It was like, who put tuna fish on that damn tractor? What son of a bitch? It stinks like tuna fish.
That was insane. I was like, what the heck? Because we was asleep. He just
By the
busted
way,
in.
that was the trailer. It wasn't even the tractor. It was the trailer that he. It's not like he laid tuna fish on top of a tractor. There was a trailer out there, and he just put tuna fish on it.
It was still in a jar too, I think.
Yeah, a can or something.
Yeah,
it did stink, but yeah. Yeah. That was my childhood. Dad would just be like, bust in and be pissed about something. Why are you playing the piano so loud? I'm supposed to be practicing piano. I don't give a shit. Dad was funny.
Oh yeah. As he got older, he got better.
Oh yeah. I mean, regardless,
my dad always picks on him about throwing people off the bridge.
Till he died, he was like, till he died, he was like, I didn't do that. So he wasn't bad about lying. So either he used the same philosophy as me, or he went, because Dad hardly ever lied. Which whenever I was a kid, I realized, oh shit, I shouldn't be lying about stuff because I should be saving up my lies. So for when something really bad happens, it was like when somebody asked me, hey, what's that dead body doing in the back of your yard? And I can be like, I don't know. And everybody be like, well, he never lies.
Okay. All right, here's the dude.
Things in Dungeons and Dragons combat that give you anxiety. On the x-axis, we have things that will give you anxiety, and on the y-axis, we have anxieties as our unit of measurement. It's very scientific. Number one thing that can cause you anxiety in Dungeons and Dragons combat: the DM getting up to get more minis. You start what you think is going to be a normal cool fight, and then the Dungeon Master is like, ooh, I actually need to get this other model from the other room. And you're like, why? What could you have not had behind your DM screen? How big is this mini that you're getting? Number two, to cause you anxiety. Asking, does a 19 hit, and the DM saying no. It's that scene from Vox Machina where Grog is like, oh, I got a 19 to hit. And Matt Mercer's like, that's tough, buddy. That is an instant stomach-dropping sensation. I think when that happens, if you are low level, you're cooked. Goodbye. Number three, to cause you anxiety. We're getting up there a little bit now. The cleric being out of spell slots. End of the day, this really isn't the end of the world. You could just stop being stupid and requiring healing every round of combat, but we know you're not going to do that. Number four, second highest anxiety. The sorcerer having spell slots. I think that having a sorcerer or a wizard or any caster like that in your party just fills you with a low degree of anxiety constantly that gets worse in combat because you know you're getting fireball. You know that if you're standing within 20 feet of the enemy, you're going to explode. Number five here, back down to a lower degree of anxiety. The barbarian getting charmed, or really any mental saving throw that the barbarian fails. Because on one hand, now you might have to fight your own barbarian, and nobody wants to do that. But on the other hand, he's stupid, and you can probably trick him into fighting for your team again pretty easily. And number six on our list, the most anxiety-causing thing that can happen in D&D combat, the Dungeon Master not ending initiative. When you kill the last enemy and you go, alright Dungeon Master, I'd like to loot them, and he goes, you're still in initiative order. That sucks. You're about to get ambushed, and you're probably cooked. Things in Dungeons and Dragons combat, they
But yeah, he has pretty funny stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
So back to your dad throwing people off bridges.
He said he didn't do that. That's a blatant lie.
He did not throw anyone off of a bridge.
He did not.
I'm pretty sure that's just something Daddy likes to pick on him about.
Yeah, everybody liked to pick on him about that. That's because the guy that was with him was like, yeah, we totally did it. And as soon as somebody said that, Dad was always like, no, we didn't do that crap. But yeah, he always maintained his entire life that he didn't do it. But
So the guy was just too drunk and he fell off himself.
I have no idea what happened. Well, don't ask me.
Yeah. That's what I think happened. That's what I'm playing in my head.
Apparently he was drunk, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he woke up down the river just a little ways because the river was cold. It was a cold night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys ready to call it?
You want to look at something before we do?
Sure.
I don't know how to share my screen.
It's the little computer button at the bottom.
Yeah, I gotta go through and
with the arrow pointing up.
That's not it. There we go. How's it look?
Huh. These are the thingy doos.
Yeah, this is the jobs.
Nice.
I like this one down at the very bottom.
You ain't got it named.
Not yet. I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. If this was enough jobs.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's plenty of jobs.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I'm going through it.
Cool.
I gotta call Max back after this.
No. You'll never get off the phone with him.
I'll try to get it off of it fast. I sent him a Discord thing and he never replied back. And
Well, he's supposed to already be in Discord.
Yeah, I sent him a private message on.
Is he in our group?
Yeah, I invited him. Hopefully, he doesn't say some crazy stuff in there.
I don't know, I think last time we used Discord with him, we played Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. He lost his old Discord, so he had to make a new one.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. I guess we're gonna end the stream.
Fine then. I didn't want to stream with you anyways.
You already have.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching or listening. And I hope everyone has a good night. And leave us a like and subscribe or follow or whatever you would like to do. And I guess, Dominion, do you want to see or have your calls?
My calls. I don't give up my number.
Well, not. That's not what I meant. Where can people find you at?
Kick. I'm now on Kick. YouTube. Rumble, but I don't really stream there anymore because the last time I streamed, I was having problems the last 2 or 3 times, and it was getting on my nerves, so I kind of kicked them to the curve. And I kind of still do Twitch as bad as I hate it. And it's like my name says down below, Dominion 028.
TJR, do you have anything?
Yeah, I've doubled up my streaming. I now stream twice a year. Come check me out at TJard on Kick or Twitch. Most of the time, Twitch. Maybe YouTube one day.
Yeah. And I really don't have anything going on right now, so except for this. So anyway, so I guess have a good night, everyone.
Laters.
Bye.